On this week's video, I am gonna slow things down and show you in a slower way how I made one of y'all's favorites, which is that wooden snowflake. So if you wanna see these details, stick around. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. This week, I have been feeling the pressure of December. My oldest is in a musical this week. I'm suddenly aware that there's not much longer till the kids are out of school and I've got a lot to do. And then I remember the commitment I've made to you guys and to myself about getting content out there. And I was all of a sudden feeling all this pressure to put a lot out there, but then I just decided to slow down. And whenever I feel discouraged, I need to go back to, it's just time to make something. So I gave my big snowflake to a really sweet friend of mine, and I'll put a picture of her right here. She has it on her stone mantle and it looks beautiful. It's like it was made to be there. But then I needed to make myself one. So I decided to run to Home Depot, grab some wood, and show you in a more detailed way how to make this wooden snowflake. Now, remember, you can make it any size, any color, any angles, any little patterns that you want. Like, there's no wrong way. You just need each side to be exactly the same. So just pick what you want to do and make it exactly the same. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing today, and I have decided to make this a two-tone snowflake. I tend to love natural wood and white, so why wouldn't I make a snowflake like that? So that is what I'm going to do in today's video. In this video, I use a chop saw and I use a nail gun, and I know not all of you have those things. So just remember that if you had a skill saw or a jigsaw or even an old-fashioned handsaw, like, you could do some of this. Maybe not the little smaller pieces, but you could do some of this. But even a jigsaw is under $20 if you wanted to just start with that and make these cuts slow and steady. You could do that. In addition, I use a nail gun, but you could use wood glue and hot glue so that it stays together immediately, but the wood glue is going to be the thing that bonds it together like permanently. You could even use screws if you wanted to, and this is a rustic looking thing. So just keep in mind that just because you don't have a chop saw or reciprocal saw and a nail gun, don't say I can't do that. You can use other tools. It might just take longer, but hey, part of this is the journey, right? So I hope you guys enjoy making this project with me. And I can tell you that just slowing down has been good for my soul. And the other good thing is this isn't just a Christmas decoration. This can be a winter decoration. So when we're ready to get all the trees and the Christmas down, you can still have that fun winter decoration in your home. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like this video and give me a comment of what your favorite snowflake was, the natural and white or the blue and white. And or what would you do? Oh my gosh, that's enough chit chat. Let's get started. The first step is a trip to Home Depot. I got furring strips for this project, and these guys are really bendable and they're not straight. So I wouldn't use this for like a building, I don't know, a table or something, but you can see the bend in this wood. But for what we're using it for, it's perfect, and it is only $3.48 for an 8-foot strip. So I got 3 of them. I only used like 2.5. So next time I might just buy 6 and make 2 at the same time, because that makes some sense. First thing I'm going to do is kind of sand off the rough edges. And then what I like to do is kind of do like the stain or painting when it's all one big piece. That way it's not as many nooks and crannies. And then after I make some of the cuts, I will just touch up the space. What I'm doing here is just using a watered down antiquing wax so that these pieces of wood don't look brand new. I think for this one I'm going to do a two-toned look where part of it is just this wood and then have white. Since that seems to be like the way I like to decorate in my home, I was like, well, why don't I try this snowflake with wood and white and see if I like it. So this is what they look like after one coat of the stuff, but look at the ground. Like, this is what happens during my crafting. I had to blow out the garage and get all those leaves out of the garage. So this is a better view of these pieces of wood, and they're going to dry a lot lighter, but as you can see right here, this is them dried a lot lighter. They just kind of look like older pieces of wood now. And now I'm deciding how long I want each piece to be. I'm going down in the basement, and sorry about this angle. I need to clean my basement. Shocker. Other things I need to be doing, but I'm making instead. So I am cutting this piece at 33 inches. So that's 3 pieces at 33 inches, and now I am doing the angles, and this is a 30-degree angle. So I'm turning the angle on my saw so that it's at 30 degrees. And listen, it doesn't really matter how long these little pieces are. What matters is that they're all the same. Oh my gosh, look how dirty my basement is. So I decide how long I want my first one, and it's 30 degrees on each side. And I put it down before turning it on just to make sure it's cutting in the right spot. Wait until the blade is off, until my hands go back there. Then I just see that it's in the same spot again without turning it on, and boom. Making a total of 12 of these. Now we're going to be making triangles from that same angle, and as you can see, it helps to have a little form so that you can figure out, so you're not changing the blade back and forth the whole time. You can just flip your wood the right way. And these pieces are a little shorter, so you just make sure you're pushing back on the wood but not toward the blade, if that makes sense. This is me trying to figure it out again. Which way do I need this wood to be going? Because it can get very confusing. Which way do I need to be holding this so that I don't move the blade or the ankle back and forth and back and forth? So I'm moving slowly. My fingers are not in the way, even though from this angle it looks that way. And what you can't see, that I am wearing glasses, and safety goggles are very important so that nothing gets into your face. And then here you can see all the pieces that I've got. I've got the 3 pieces at 33 inches. And then I have the 12 pieces right here that are exactly the same. Mine happened to be 7.5 inches on each side with a 30-degree angle, but again, it doesn't matter as long as they're all the same. And same thing with the little tiny triangles. I have 12 of those as well. Mine happen to be 3.75 inches on each side, but you can do anything you want. It doesn't have, it can be a right triangle, whatever your heart desires. So now that I have these all cut, I'm going to sand all the edges, and then I'm also going to go back over all these ends that have been cut with the watered down antiquing wax so that it doesn't look like fresh cut wood. And then next, I'm just using very cheap latex paint to paint the boards white, and I'm probably going to do 2 coats of this white and then go over it with the orbital sander to give it some wear, and then have all the stuff on top of it be the natural wood. So I am going to let you watch this next part in super fast speed and just kind of see how I'm putting it together, where I'm trying which ways I like best. And then once I decide, I'm going to use E6000 and my nail gun to secure it and do one side and then flip it, and you'll see how I make sure that they're exactly even. I don't do any measuring. I am just putting one part over the other part and making sure that all sides match. Love to hear from you guys. Did you like the prior video where I kind of glossed over some of the stuff to make the snowflake? Or do you appreciate some of these projects that you guys like a little better, me going into more detail and doing a step-by-step? I would love to hear that feedback because I want this channel to be something that's helpful for you guys, as well as something that just kind of gets your creative juices flowing and allows you to do your version of my stuff. So let me know in the comments below. Detailed, glossed over, both sometimes. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. And I'm hoping that you take a moment to slow down during this very busy season and make something and get back to the roots of who you are as a creative being. So I will see you guys again later. Bye guys. To do a little Henry cameo. He is super mad at me because I used the nail gun inside the house, and he ran upstairs and disappeared, and I called him back down and I promised him I was done with the loud noises, but he's mad at me. So I wanted to show you this sweet little boy. But he's mad at me for making all that noise. Maybe I should just sit here and edit and let him cuddle with me so that we can make up. That's probably what we'll do.